Hey guys, this is Dark Siege, and this is the new event, Thief Catcher. And so I want to go over from the perspective of a Siege player how to do this event. Just a couple tips that'll help you out. Okay, let's look through it. Okay, the first thing I want you to notice is as a Siege player where I put my castle. My castle is positioned, you can't tell right now, but it's on territory. And these two cats, right, my Siege towers are on territory for extra damage. But the mountains to the right and the mountains to the bottom. What that does is force the position of the thief catcher where I want it to go. Often it'll start and it'll go towards the mountains and it'll double back. If it's just a couple seconds where my towers aren't engaging, I'll keep the attempt going because I can guess correctly where it's going to go multiple times. It'll outweigh the 1 or 2 seconds. I will say, as a Siege player, it's multiple attempts to get this correct because you're constantly guessing where the thief catcher is going. It takes a while to set up and break down your towers. And there's two really important parts that you want to get one correct, right? One is the direction. The second is there's a time where the thief catcher will stop. And when he stops, you want to make sure that all, 5, 6, 7 area marches are hitting at that time. That's the time that you're pumping up the damage. There's a couple other things to take note. One is you can abandon these attempts at any time. In just a second, you'll see here, I'll click on them, and it'll say abandon and attack. Just hit the abandon, and it'll start the attempt all over again. You won't lose anything. You just got to make sure you do it. See, there's the abandon. You just got to make sure I'm always hitting attack. The reason why I'm set up like this is I'm waiting for him to disappear. If he disappears, which he will, and you happen to hit attack, you can get him when he disappears. You notice how my guys were, they had those, 3 different purple things over their head like they're stunned. You constantly got to make sure that your marches are engaging. So as a Siege player, it's not overly complicated, but you have to make sure, there it is, you have to make sure that your Siege players, your towers are connecting, and you're constantly set up breakdown, so you want to see your distance, at the same time making sure that your additional marches are making contact. Okay, there's a point, I think it comes up pretty soon here, where he just stops. I'm not engaging him right now. I'm sorry, he disappeared. There's another time you'll see it where he just straight stops. And that's what I was talking about. You have to be engaged to get all those points. Okay, you see the yellow thing here? Okay, it'll yellow, and then it turns that little, break fracture, looks like a lightning bolt. If you're in that, when it does that, it increases your damage. I'm at a 2. If you're in it, does it again, it'll increase. See, damage up. Now it's at 4, right? So you want to make sure that you're in those yellow things, provided it helps you. I've noticed if the yellow circle is behind you, do not double back to get in it because he walks away, he stuns you. Okay, this is the time where I'm talking about where you're standing still and you need to pump out damage and make sure you're connected. If not, restart as a Siege player. Okay, like I said, the yellow thing, if it's behind you and you have to double back, like walk away to get to it, I don't think it's helpful because it takes you out of the picture for a long time. Not only are you not connecting, but then you have to catch up. You see how slowly the marchers are going to walk? Dude, I think he puts a slow effect on you. And you see how my guy is not engaged? You got to pay attention. He does that, stun effect often. Okay, these are the other tips outside of the position of your castle and a place where you force the thief catcher. This is important as a Siege player. I use a 25% expansion. I noticed the 50% doesn't help me much. The 5% defense. I'm in KVK, so I have 6 marches, so obviously use all your marches. I used a ruin. For Siege, I love speed and I love attack. So those combination of 5% speed, 5% attack is the one I used. If they had the 7 and 7, I would have used that one, but it just wasn't out at the time. And then the last thing for Siege, like I mentioned, you're guessing a lot. You're going to do multiple tries. Like this is why, the first one I got 32 million. That was my bar, so I left it. And then once I got 40 million, I got 38 million, and then 40 million. And I just kind of like, okay, maybe I'll get 41, 42, but I was happy with 40. I knew in my kingdom at that time it doubled everybody else's points, so I was number one when I went to bed. But I know there's one or two people that are really good in my kingdom, and their marches are solid. And then I woke up and one of them did the event and just kicked my butt. Right, he got 46 million. But as a siege player with two strong marches and four not so good marches, let's put it that way, as far as gear, um, I did really well. And I think siege, if you're a siege player, you definitely can't pump out the points. It just takes multiple tries and some lucky guesses. I will say that if you're not siege, I would even either way, siege or not siege, check out Apocalypse Gaming. He did a quick short on this, and he has a bunch of other tips that I don't want to say because he put them out there. So please check out his. I'm going to try to link it or put it in the description somewhere. I'm new to this, so I'll try to figure it out. And for me, if you could like and subscribe, I would really, really appreciate it. And then show up, man. Show up to pass openings, show up to events in your kingdom and help them out, and show up in life to family events. All right, guys. Again, please like and subscribe. This is Dark Siege. I hope this helped you, and I'll see you on the next one.